if you struggle to open up and expand into more, or to feel safe receiving bigger and better things, then this is for you, okay? I want to talk about our nervous system and the ways in which it can keep us safe, but also sometimes close us off and constrict around the things that you actually want. Okay, so this is something I actually just dove into inside my monthly membership, and I have a beautiful invitation for you and a quantum healing hypnosis activation to support you. But first, I want to dive into how this can kind of play out and experiences in my own life, as well as in students of mine and women I have worked with in the past, okay? So I really want to invite you to think of your nervous system as something that is here to regulate and support you and ultimately keep you alive. But a lot of times, because of trauma, because of painful experiences, because of just the extreme instability that we have all experienced in our lives in one way or another, and the lack of security that's on this planet in general, a lot of us don't feel stabilized and grounded and secure in our nervous system and in our own internal safety, right? I know from so many experiences I've gone through that learning how to regulate my nervous system was one of the key things that brought more freedom and brought more lasting moments of peace. And the ability to understand that I'm actually safe right now, and that just because maybe something's coming up and I feel uncomfortable, there are times, yes, when it's like life-threatening and it's important, but there are also times where it's actually just me expanding my comfort zone and growing into something more. And I want to be able to do that without my nervous system going into shock or going into a major moment of panic. So what we can see happen on the base level is just that you are wanting to expand. And specifically, that's what I want to talk about today, because that's what the activation is about, is like, I've seen so many women who desire better. And whether this is like a promotion at their job, or whether this is expanding in their own heart-centered business, maybe this is about being safe and feeling comfortable to receive and hold on to more money in their business, right? To feel safe to have bigger amounts in their bank account each month. This can also look like in regards to relationships, and no longer having their nervous system kind of feel safe around actually unhealthy people, just because that's what they experienced in upbringing, and to recalibrate so that they feel safe around more love and feel safe around receiving these healthy dynamics in their relationships. So you can see this across the board, really, in the ways that your nervous system responds and the ways that it can react to things. So I know in experiences for myself, because I had no healthy relationship experiences growing up, and not necessarily the healthiest experiences with masculine energy, that when I finally did start to be around men who I felt safe with, and I didn't feel like I had to protect myself, or I wasn't afraid of being taken advantage of or disrespected, that even though this is what I had wanted, was like safe, healthy, divine masculine energy, my body and my nervous system didn't really know what to do. It's almost like a cartoon where suddenly things are like in overdrive and all the buttons and the alerts are going off, and you're in a panic because you're like, it's shocking. Like, I don't know how to respond to this. And so I had to learn how to regulate my nervous system and create what actually was like normalizing that desire. And the exact same thing has happened for me in money and in my business and in all these different areas of career growth. Because when I was first wanting to expand into making $2,000 a month in my coaching business so that I could just provide for myself, But if I didn't feel confident or comfortable and I didn't have that normalized, that felt like a big expansion for my nervous system, as well as for my energetic field, to like expand into more, right? And hold that. But then when I wanted to have a 10K month or a 20K month, then I wanted to start to normalize that expansion and feel safe to receive bigger. At the time, that felt so foreign. And so my nervous system was like, but that's scary, right? What would it mean if I had that much? Now, like, I'm going to have to be on the defense because people are going to want money from me and I don't feel confident in setting boundaries. I don't know how to protect myself. I'm going to end up on the streets. What if I make the wrong decision? I don't know how to save or invest properly. And the last time I had some money, I overspent and went into debt and had to pick mangoes off the ground in Australia. I couldn't pay my rent. So like my nervous system didn't feel safe around having more money because it didn't feel safe in general. And it also comes to this feeling of trust. If I didn't trust myself with $1,000 a month, how could I trust myself with $10,000 a month, with $20,000, beyond that, right? You really want to understand that no matter what the scale is, no matter what level it is you're wanting to expand into, the best way, and I believe like the surefire way to actually hold it long term and sustain it long term, is to get your nervous system on board, right? Because I'll tell you, I manifested and I expanded into these numbers, and I expanded into healthier relationships with masculine energy, as well as just like healthier relationships with friends, normalizing my nervous system for it. But sometimes if I hadn't focused on it enough, or if I hadn't been consistent with it, then I'd get all shaky and I would operate out of this fear or from my old self. And it was a self-sabotage mechanism that would push me back into the comfort zone of reverting back to $1,000 a month, or reverting back to pushing people away, being alone, being in my little hermit world where my nervous system felt safe, right? We want to be able to trust ourselves to expand into more. We want to be able to feel safe to actually like open up and receive it and bring it in and feel it and enjoy it and have it be something that's normal, something that is regulated, something that doesn't cause us to have that trigger, that fear, that panic, that, what if I lose it, right? It's really about creating safety and having that within you. So as I said at the beginning of this video, if this is something that you're looking for more support with, I have just recorded a really incredible quantum healing hypnosis activation specifically around this. And it's so beautiful because it allows you to get into a nice relaxed state. I'm hugging myself just thinking about it, because it's like, when you have this feeling of safety in your body, and your nervous system isn't triggered into fight or flight mode, it's like a big warm hug. It's truly like you get to feel that deep sigh, that deep breath of relief, and at home in your body, at home within yourself. And the ultimate goal is to normalize your desire so that it feels like home too. So as I said, if it's relationships, if it's money, if it's career goals, if it's just lifestyle in general, if it's the peace that you want to feel, the emotions you want to feel every single day. Maybe you grew up in a highly stressful environment and your body doesn't really know how to relax and feel true peace. You're always looking for chaos because that's what was normal for you. Well, when you start to train your nervous system for something like peace, for example, and you get to feel that and anchor that in and basically print it into your energetic system and your nervous system again, you get to actually relax into that of like, oh, this is my baseline. This is how I get to feel. And this is what that safety feels like. Just like the unconditional love, the beautiful soulmate love feels safe for me to be around, feels safe for me to hold. The desired income goal, or the desired visibility goal, or the desired type of lifestyle, it actually feels safe. And my entire nervous system feels like, yeah, this is good. This is normal. This has always been here, right? You're getting your entire system on board for that. So I have this activation separately. The link is in the description if you want to dive in and check it out. It is $55.55 for the activation itself. Or there is an incredible opportunity to join me inside my monthly membership, where I am building a community of like-minded humans and those who are really on the path for growth and just wanting to show up in the world at their highest. And if you're looking for some support, then this monthly membership is the perfect place to be. So you get daily divine downloads from me to help you stay inspired and empowered and on path. You also get weekly quantum healing hypnosis activations just like this one. And when you join, you get access to all the past activations I've done, as well as present ones that I'll be uploading each week, and future. As long as you're part of the membership, you're going to have all this access to these deep activations and these recordings. And there's also a monthly live Q&A call with me. So if you're wanting extra coaching or support, that is the place to be. And the monthly membership is only $33.33 per month. So as I said, both of the links are in the description. The monthly membership for the whole bundle of all the things I just shared, or just the activation to allow your nervous system to not only feel safe where you are now and feel relaxed in the present, but to expand your nervous system and expand it into what your desired reality is, so that you're feeling and you're sensing and you're growing into that next chapter and creating the full internal safety and stability within you, so that when it manifests and when you create it in the physical, there's no shock, there's no panic, there's no self-sabotage. You're not pushing it away. You're like, this feels good. This feels normal and natural. This feels like it was meant for me all along. Okay, and that is the key. This is why I see so many human beings manifesting things, and they get the quick wins and they think like, yes, it's here, I did it, I reached the goal. But if they haven't normalized it in their nervous system, and if it doesn't feel safe for them to hold it, then they end up losing it or sabotaging it just as quickly. So when you understand, and this is why this activation is so powerful to have in your library and your toolbox and come back to, because once you understand how to do this, you can normalize this consistently, and you can always come back anytime you need to keep expanding into more, keep feeling safe to receive more, and allow it to be a part of your soul's evolution and your human evolution in this lifetime. So links are below to dive in and get started. I can't wait to see you on the inside and to hear how this supports you in not only just feeling more relaxed and at ease in the present, but also expanding into more and holding on to more. And I'm sending you so much love. I will see you again very soon.